The second course we're gonna make is the hummus. And the hummus, as you all know, has been really very popular. And of course, people have added so much stuff to it, you know, whether roasted red pepper, whether tomatoes, or red pepper, whether tomatoes, or pesto, they put all kinds of stuff on it. But I'm gonna show you the original way of making hummus. Like if you go back to Lebanon or in the Middle East and order hummus or go to somebody's house, that's what you're gonna be getting. This is the pure, simple, without any of that stuff that people put on, okay? And this is really a good snack. You can make a snack out of it, you can make a meal out of it, and I'll show you. So, to start with, you get choices, or you get fresh, you know, garbanzo, and you hydrate them and all that stuff. It's all good. So I use a couple of cans to start with of garbanzo beans. And these are basically pretty much soft and cooked, as you can see, right? But I like to do is I like to cook them a little bit more, make them a little bit more tender, okay? So I'm gonna let them cook. It normally takes about 5-10 minutes. Now, while I'm getting this getting hot and all that, 2 cans of the hummus, I'm using about 3 medium sizes or 2 large sizes of garlic. All right? So what I'm gonna do, gonna peel that. Now I got the garlic all peeled. I'm gonna put about a teaspoon worth of salt in there. Okay? Now I'm gonna smash them. Because remember from previous videos, I'm gonna try to get the oil out of that extracted. And when I mix it in with the hummus, I don't want to see big chunks. I want to smash them. As you can see, only takes about a minute to do that. So when it goes into the mixture, when I'm mixing the hummus, there won't be chunks. You want to be really pasty, so it could blend really well with the hummus. Okay, so that's it. Now, be careful with the salt, because as you remember I've said before, you can always add, but you can't take out, all right? So, that is ready to go. Okay, now we'll wait for the hummus to get a little bit softer. Okay, so I want you to remember something. When you are heating the garbanzo, you're gonna keep an eye on it. It has the tendency to just overflow and be all over the place. So keep an eye on it. Make sure it doesn't do that. You notice, if I let it go, it keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. So keep an eye, give it a stir every once in a while, so to keep it down, okay? Okay. The garbanzos are nice and soft. As I said, it only took about 5 minutes because they're already cooked, but just stay. I want to get them hot and warm because they blend much better when they are warm. Now, you take these, put them in the blender, show you how simple all that stuff is. Get a slotted spoon. So I scoop all the hummus out of there, the beans. And now you see how much juice is left in there? I'm gonna put most of it in here, okay?
We kind of missed seeing how much there was. What do you think, about a cup or 2?
Yeah, but this is what should be left out of the pan, okay? Just leave a little bit in there, okay? Now, we got that in. You take your garlic. As you can see, it's really pasty. I want all that in there. And then we'll put the tahini. The tahini is like a creamy sesame oil, okay? And you can buy that locally in a lot of different stores, but in the past, you've heard me talk about it, where it's good tahini is down at the Kiva, downtown Eugene, and they have different brands. My favorite is called Al Wadi, and that's the Middle Eastern, it's really, really good. So I'm gonna put about two tablespoons of tahini in there, okay? Approximately about 2 tablespoons. And about 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice. And now, get the blender going. Let release, turn the blender on. Blend it for maybe about 45 seconds. Check it out. Now what I want to do is taste it, make sure that enough salt and enough lemon in there. Yep, it could use a little bit more salt, a little more lemon. Just a little bit more lemon. And a little bit more salt. Another maybe quarter teaspoon of the salt. Because you want to be able to taste the like I said, you want to be able to taste the lemon and the salt. And again for a little bit. Perfect. Perfect. Okay? Now, one thing you're going to notice it looks like it's a little runny. What you want to do is take that, put it on flat plate, and let it cool off a little bit. And as you notice, you see how it said, oh my goodness, it's too runny. That's the way it's supposed to, because when it gets cold, it all gets a little bit more body to it. It becomes more pasty. Okay. And that's all she wrote. Like I said, it's pretty darn simple to do. As long as you have all the ingredients you have to that you need, it's easy to put it together. Basically, you can put this whole thing within 15 minutes. And to make it a little bit more prettier, I garnish it with a little bit mint, or maybe radishes if you have. Doesn't it look beautiful? Now you can make that dish, like I said earlier, either as a snack, especially for kids. You can use carrots, or you can use cucumbers or celery. Or at the same token, if you want to do like a pocket bread, you can, it's a peanut butter pocket bread, where you can open it and spread some of the stuff and make a sandwich, and kids love it for sure. And or you can make a meal out of it. And I'm talking about a meal, you can take some of that stuff, some of the hummus, put on the bowl. You can take some of the meat scraps you got, cook them a little bit, put a little bit different seasoning on it, and put it right on top of it, eat it with a piece of pita bread. And it makes a wonderful, wonderful dinner.